What's going on, everybody? This is Reaper and I am back with another video. Alright everybody, this video will be a short one, but it will be rather juicy because I have a lot to discuss. So here we go. But alright, we got a lot of fanboys and casuals whining and complaining that Microsoft is dead, that Microsoft is gonna get out of the console business, that they've stopped producing product for certain countries. And whereas I didn't really have an issue with Crap Gamer's point, I did have a problem with his logic, because common sense dictates that if Microsoft is now slowing down the production of current gen consoles, that only means one precise thing. And that means that they are getting ready for their new hardware in the new year, and they are basically putting all their old product into the wayside. Now, that is to be expected when a new generation is coming. It happened on the OG Xbox. It happened with the 360. It happened with the Xbox One. It happened with the Xbox One X. It's a recurring cycle. So my main concern with what everybody is thinking is because Microsoft is going third party and giving their games to PlayStation and becoming a third party publisher for PlayStation, I think people are just thinking they're throwing in the towel and that they're basically saying goodbye to competition. That's not really what's gonna go down. And I wish people had more common sense than what they let on, because making all these accusations towards Microsoft makes you sound pretty retarded. So my main only concern is that you guys got to think the way Microsoft thinks and not the casual or fanboy way. Because if you do that, then you'll understand more of the logic and sound direction that Phil Spencer is heading. Because if he does third party publishing, then they can basically be the competition for publishing and not for console warring. So I think that is a very smart move, and plus they will make money off of their third party deals, so they will get money from Sony regardless, and their money will keep growing and growing and growing. Now, the other thing that was bugging me about Crap Gamer's point was the fact that he legitly thinks that because Microsoft doesn't want to compete anymore, that they're just going to go straight out of business and go the way of Sega. That's not really the case, because you guys got to remember, Microsoft has $3 trillion in their bank account. Sony does not. Sony is completely flat broke, and they legitly can't produce games no more. They can't produce games without outside help, and that outside help is going to come in the way of Microsoft. So I think that people really have to show a little bit more common sense and understand that Microsoft isn't in this for the short haul, they're in this for the long haul. And they want to basically be known worldwide as the #1 console on the planet. And I think that is actually pretty smart. And the way that Microsoft and Phil are going to do this is if they basically produce games for all platforms, not just their own. And I think that people got to learn that common sense business tactic and not really worry about fanboyism or casualism. I personally think that, if you actually think like a smart businessman, you'll see exactly where Phil is actually heading this direction. But my main problem with these fanboys and casuals is they don't think for the long haul. They only think for the short term, and the short term is good. But if you look at it in the long haul, then in the future you will actually have a lot more variety and a lot more accessibility than you do in current gen consoles. So I think that is what we basically as a community have to all stretch and basically hope for, because if the next generation comes in and it has more variety and more accessibility than the past ones, then the system is going to absolutely explode in the market, in the fan base, everywhere. So I think that that's just what we gotta wait and see what happens, because Microsoft's going to the way of the third party publisher, and they want to basically be world class, and that is completely acceptable in this day and age. So I think that all the fanboys and casuals need to basically hold their breath and basically just wait and see what's going to happen, because I guarantee you that things are going to get a lot better this year, and we have a lot of games coming. So you'll have plenty of stuff to play, either on Microsoft or on Sony. It doesn't matter. But this is Reaper, and I'm out.